Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I usually do them from my family room, but my brother-in-law and Dan are up there watching TV. And remember how it used to freeze in my dining room or whatever?
Yeah.
So tell me if I start to freeze down here. But I figured I work out down here all the time, so it might as well. Probably doesn't freeze.
Yeah. It's worth a shot.
So we'll see. Sitting on the floor.
I just want to go to bed. Not gonna lie.
How was Merrick's game?
Oh my God, hilarious. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. He literally was running in circles around the group of kids that were huddled around the ball.
Oh my gosh.
Like, he's not even going after the ball. He's just like, it's almost like he's hurting all of the kids to get the ball.
So funny.
It was so funny. He actually has a little goose egg right here. He collided with a kid.
Aww.
And then we came home and he's had really bad diarrhea, so I'm not sure how that's going to go tonight.
That's interesting because Eli, I mean, it's not horrible tonight, but it's not great. I heard he had it at daycare.
And Merrick's, like, he's never had diarrhea before, so.
Eli says his butt pukes.
Merrick just told me he pooped a lot. When I was nervous about sending him to school today because he was fine all day yesterday. And then this morning he was eating his waffle and he was sitting here just procrastinating. And I'm like, buddy, you need to finish your waffle. And he goes, my tummy hurts. I was like, are you going to throw up? And he goes, yeah. I was like, so I went and got a bucket. And he like literally just sat there with his head in the bucket, just like holding it in front of his face, like not doing anything, just sitting there. And then he like takes it down, he looks at me, he goes, can we go to school now?
Oh.
And I go, well, buddy, if your tummy hurts, you can't go to school. And he goes, oh, my tummy doesn't hurt anymore. And so, like, I don't know if he was just saying his tummy hurt to get out of eating his waffle.
Man, I never want to get out of eating a waffle.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, it's still sitting here if you want it. Part of a Mickey waffle.
That's funny.
Nice and crusty.
Well, I wonder if it's just us tonight. Kelly says she's popping on, but she's doing homework with Chloe.
Shauna said she was going to miss.
Yeah, I don't know if Tanya. Hopefully it's not, like, I don't know if Wednesday will be a harder night or not, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm already recording so that we don't forget.
So everybody can hear about our kids' diarrhea.
Oh, that's right. Documented for days to come.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I still got to finish my nails. I've painted them, but I got to put like a clear coat on them. I'm almost unpacking, but.
I'm like so bummed. I really wish I got my act together.
It's never too late, sister.
I know.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Listen, I have to pretend I'm listening to Chloe read me a book, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll be listening to you guys and half listening to her, okay?
Well, we're just talking about diarrhea, so.
Oh, there's Tanya.
Who's Tanya?
Hey. Oh, she must be pumping. Oh, Ashton's on. Oh, good. We do have some people popping on. As I'm in my basement. My back's going to be real sore after this. But the
Oh, shoot. meant to call and make an appointment for a massage today.
That sounds delightful.
Call tomorrow, see if I can get in Friday.
All right, so let's wait. Let's give it 2 more minutes. We can start at 8:35 and see if anybody else pops on. See, let me look at my notes. All right, well, let's not even wait. Let's just get started because I do want to jump off at 9 o'clock so that I can finish packing and get my stuff together. So I'm going to do a, so kind of a flash sale recap. So I would love feedback on how you felt it went. You know, I think we're still kind of ironing out the craft of it and whatnot, but I do feel like it was successful for people. But remember, just because the flash sale is over, the actual sale on the challenge packs and the completion packs and all that are still up for the rest of the month. So the flash sale part of it was the gift card part, so the drawing. They still have the rest of the month to purchase at that price. We are going to take a look tonight at the November calendar and really look at how I'm going to share with you kind of how I plan my month out, because you can't fly by the seat of your pants in this coaching business. I mean, you can, but if you want to bring traction and you want to kind of keep moving forward in your business consistently, systems are really important. And so when I, create a calendar, really that's a calendar for me to know how I'm going to stay on track. And I welcome you all to join me, but you can always, move away from that if you want, or continue on with me, but I'm going to kind of share with you how I market that. So you will see that I'm going to do a screen share here, but we are going to do another flash sale later in the month. But again, remember, that's just the drawing piece, because sometimes I do feel like sometimes people need a little extra to get them to jump on board. But let me go ahead. I wanted to show this awesome graphic here. So this is Success Club recognition so far for the month, and this is just primarily from our flash sale. So I think I think for a lot of people, I know for me specifically, I was able to help people who have been on the fence for a long time, or my current customers. Rachel Hollis's podcast that I know Kelly's done a live video about in our team page talks about how your best customers are your current customers, the people who already trust you. And so a lot of times I reached out to people, or for the flash sale, a big portion of my people that I reached out to were current customers. And maybe I'll say 3 out of the 4 people purchased the 3-day refresh challenge pack, because they've already had BOD, they've already been in our challenge groups, and they want to now take it to the next level. So I think that's really awesome. I will say that in order to prepare for the flash sale, I did a lot of invites. I think sometimes, I heard like it would have been a little bit nice to prepare for that. But here's the thing, you guys, you don't have to wait for a flash sale to hook somebody up with this sale. And so sometimes I think if you plan for it and invite for it like a week ahead of time, those people are just kind of sitting there versus getting them set up, sooner. We kind of just wait for that opportunity. But I will say that I emailed all of my current customers, my entire customer list through our Beachbody website. We have the opportunity to send an email to all customers. So I sent out an email to all customers. I think I sent out at least 60 personal invites. And I got a lot of crickets, you guys. I got a lot of people who did not even respond to me. But then I got people who did respond to me, but then didn't jump on board. I still have 2 links out, and that's okay. You can't get stuck in the no's, and you can't get stuck in the crickets, because it's not going to push you forward. So we are going to talk about the November calendar, and I do want to congratulate those who helped people get on board during that sale. And you guys, I think that is planting seeds, remember. So if you have links out there that weren't processed, or you have people you're still in conversations with, or you have people who are all ready to go and then at the last minute, they're completely ignoring you. Remember, that is just a seed that is planted. Most people take 5 to 6 months to jump on board. So keep that in mind. I know Nikki Marchuka, she was really awesome. She had somebody who was going to sign up on Ask a Coach, and she messaged me and she said, you know what, she's just not ready, and I know exactly how that feels, right? So think about, like, were you ready right off the bat? And maybe you were. Sometimes it's hard for me because I was ready right off the bat. Like I dove right in. But not everybody is like that. And so we have to remember that it's about them and not about us. And so I'm excited for the people who we could help get started. But remember, I just want to clarify, the flash sale part of it was that gift card, or not the gift card, the drawing for the pumpkin spice and then the Energize. The actual sale prices are on throughout the rest of the month. And I feel like it is such an amazing opportunity to continue to get people started. Going over to the November calendar, again, I kind of just want to take the time to walk you through what my mindset is and what my process in my mind is when I'm planning the calendar and when I'm moving forward. So if you are, I know we're all probably busy doing other things, but if you are sitting here and this has been something that you've struggled with, like you see the calendar and you're like, I don't know what to do with that, take out a piece of paper because I'm going to walk you through exactly how I look at this calendar and then actually put it into action. Because it's one thing to actually look at it and say, oh, I have a sneak peek coming up. But it's another thing to think about, okay, what am I actually going to do with that? So right now we're on the 7th and we're on a team call. Next coming up is a coach sneak peek. So we have that outlined for the 8th, 9th, and 10th. That is going to be this month live from Orlando. So if you didn't see my post in Rise Up Empire, the coach sneak peek is going to be from Orlando. The live videos will primarily be on Saturday. However, Friday we are going to start posting in there. I will post the link to the group in there or in our team page. Please click to join it. Whether or not you have any people in there that want to take a peek into coaching, please yourself request to join it, because here's the thing. It's going to start somewhat tomorrow, but really the 9th and the 10th. Just because it's over on the 10th does not mean you can't continue to invite to the coach opportunity. And I think that's sometimes where people miss the boat there, is because they just all of a sudden stop. There's it's a coach sneak peek, so I'm going to invite to the coach opportunity a couple days ahead of time, and then after that peak's over, I'm done inviting to the coach opportunity. No, this coach sneak peek is a resource for you. So you continue to invite, and say on the 12th you have somebody who's you've invited to the coach opportunity and they want more information. You can put them into that group and you can tag them in those videos. So right now, if you're having any conversations with people, get ready to ask them if they want to take a peek. So what I'm doing right now to prepare for that, being that it's Wednesday night, and really, like I said, we're really going to start on Friday primarily. I will continue to send out invites for tonight. I will send invites out tomorrow. I will do a post on my social media tomorrow strictly about the coach opportunity and what coaching has done for me. And I will say in there, I have an awesome opportunity for you to hear more information about it. So I'm very strategic in my post, knowing that the next day is the coach opportunity or the coach sneak peek. I'm also going to talk about it in my stories. I'm going to talk about it tonight when I get off the call. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to talk about it Friday. I'm going to talk about it Saturday. And I'm probably going to talk about it Sunday. So every single day in your story, you should talk about something regarding coaching. Sharing a little bit every single day, because again, who knows if Sally watched my story today and she hears about coaching, but she may hear it tomorrow because she may watch tomorrow. So you can't just say, well, I'm not going to talk about it today because I don't want to annoy people because I talked about it tomorrow. Who cares, right? You never know who's going to hear it. So when I plan this calendar, I think, okay, coach sneak peek, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, hopefully we're going to get people signed up to join us. And so they need a getting started right call right away. And that's why next Wednesday, instead of a team call, we're going to host a team-wide getting started right call. Okay, so that is for new coaches or those coaches looking to get re-engaged. And they will, and so the thought process is we're going to have people who are going to convert from, maybe customers to coaches or new clients right away to coaches, and they need to know how to get started right away. People you may want to invite to the coach opportunity, invite your current challengers. If you're a new coach, I always recommend reaching out to those dream team people, those people who are your close friends and family members, and saying, like, do this with me. I get it. Family's hard. I'm not going to say that family and close friends and families is the easiest, because when I look at my downline, there's really not, right? Like, my mom's a discount coach, which I am so thrilled about. I have some aunts who are discount coaches. But as far as my close family members and my close friends, they're not there. But that doesn't mean that I don't continue to invite them from time to time. So I do think, especially when you're first starting off, saying, do this with me, with the people you already trust, can be really helpful. So we will have that Getting Started Right call next Wednesday. On the 12th, I'll be starting my free 14-day gym membership free group with the emphasis on Shaun T. So I think I called it my free, if you saw my event, because that's what I first do. So whenever there's a group like this, I first create an event. So yesterday, and if you didn't do this yet, you can do it tonight or tomorrow. I created an event for this group. I think I called it my free holiday virtual boot camp featuring Shaun T, because you guys, we have incredible programs that emphasize Shaun T, or that Shaun T is the trainer. And we really want to be focusing on Shaun T and his transformations right now. We launched December 4th is the pre-launch, or when people can start ordering for Transform 20. You don't want to wait until December 3rd to start talking about Shaun T. Right now, you should be breadcrumbing in everything, not everything you do, but a couple times a week, Shaun T. So whether or not that's, sharing, if you're doing a Shaun T program right now, great, you can share about that. But if you're not doing a Shaun T program, or you've never done a Shaun T program, in Rock Solid, which is our big team page, and we can add some over into Rise Up Empire. There are so many people who have had transformations with a Shaun T program. You can use that. So tomorrow, go and create your event. Begin inviting to it. Free groups are really easy to invite to because they're completely free. So take away that pressure, or take away that I don't want them to think I'm being salesy. You're not making a transaction whatsoever. So I will invite my butt off to that tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right up until the group starts. I will probably continue to invite to that the first 2 days of next week, the 12th and the 13th, because they can jump in. If you saw my event, I said you have 3 program options. I'm going to highlight 3 Shaun T programs. You have the choice to do T25. I didn't say the names of the programs, but I said you have the choice to do a cardio-based one, which is T25, a cardio and strength training one, which is Shaun Week, or a dance one, which is Size. All 3 of those are for any type of fitness level, and you're going to hit, no matter what somebody likes, whatever workouts they like, you're going to be able to hit that. And with a free 14-day Beachbody On Demand trial, which is what they're going to sign up with, they get access to all of those programs. So once somebody says yes, they want to be in this group with you, all you have to do is send them the registration for BOD, and they will choose the free 14-day trial. Now, they will have to enter their credit card information. Reason being, at the end of 14 days, they will get charged for that quarterly subscription if they do not cancel. So here's what you will do. When they sign up with you, what I used to do all the time, I used to put a note in my phone 10 days out, remind them to cancel. That was my responsibility as a coach, to remind them to cancel if they wanted to. So make yourself a note somewhere. We can also post about it in the group. We are not trying to, I don't know what other word besides screw somebody over. Like, we're not trying to say, aha, I got you. Now it's going to charge you for the quarterly. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to introduce people to our program. So if they don't want to continue on with us, that is okay. But again, sharing about Shaun T now, sharing transformations, it's going to be huge until January comes, because part of this call is going to be talking about how you're planting seeds for January right now. Right now, you are planting those seeds. And you have to be okay with the fact that you may hear a lot of no's and you may hear a lot of crickets. but it's going to come. Okay. So I'm going to be doing that 14-day gym membership. The group will open this weekend for people to add. Kelly and I have said we're going to do a power hour for it Friday morning from Orlando. So hopefully I'll get it done then. Next Friday, we are going to host again a VIP Black Friday flash sale. So what that means is it's a week before Black Friday, right? So we're going to talk about it as that VIP Black Friday flash sale. The people who I'm going to be inviting to that are my people in my free group, or the people that I said that wanted to be in the last one and didn't join. So have that on your radar. Maybe people weren't ready at the beginning of the month, but you guys, you have to kind of plan ahead for some of these things. The 19th is an Emerald in 24 Hours call. The reason I put this on the 19th is because we've got people started right on the Getting Started Right call on the 14th. And now on the 19th, we want to share with them why Emerald is so important, because number one, you get free leads. Number two, you start with cycle bonuses. You know, we know all of that. And so it's our hope that people join from the sneak peek, and then we can get them started right. And then we're going to help them move their business forward. Because when people sign on to coach with us, we've told them we can help you. We can share with you our systems that have worked for us, but you have to own it as well and kind of step up in that game and say, okay, now I really am going to help you. And we know that it's hard. We know we can't make other people say yes. And so when somebody's shooting for Emerald, that can really be difficult. But we can be there to support them and provide them with resources. So that is the hope with that call. Again, then we'll have the team call, all while this free Shaun T group is still going on. You guys, the script's not going to be super hard for the free group, right? It's going to be focusing on clean eating and recipes. We can do a crock pot focus, Tanya, if you would like to. I know that that's huge. Really just showing them how you don't have to gain that 5 to 10 pounds this holiday season. You can get your mind right listening to Shaun T. You can get your body right, and you can start feeling your body right. So it's going to be very simple. All right, 3-day refresh on the 23rd. This is a group that's going to be open throughout the rest of November. So the group's going to open on Friday the 23rd. It's going to be open the rest of the week. Why is that there on the 23rd? Because on the 16th, when the flash sale is going on, there's probably going to be a lot of people doing the 3-day refresh. Like I said, 3 out of the 4 people who purchased challenge packs during the flash sale for me were 3-day refreshers. So if they order on the 16th, if they order on the 17th, they may not have it to start on the 26th. And so for that purpose, we're going to keep it open. And you know, the 23rd is the day after Thanksgiving. So people really might not be focused. They might want to wait till Wednesday, and that's okay. We're going to have that opportunity to do it that whole week long. Again, you don't have to have done a 3-day refresh to be able to talk about it. But I know starting next week, I know Ashton has a whole crew that's going to be doing it. So then you better believe she and her crew will start posting about that, and we'll see results, and you know, we can all share together. So I'm always very strategic in sharing about the products that I'm then going to be focusing on. So like the week of the 12th, I will start talking about a 3-day refresh. And so that it doesn't just seem like it's out of the blue. If a social media calendar would help, I'm happy to draw something up like that. Like here, what on this day, this should be the topic of your post. But I hope what you can see is, you know, it's really about thinking ahead of time. Like I said, I did create an event for my 14-day gym membership group, free gym membership group. I will create an event for my 3-day refresh group, or to advertise for the 3-day refresh group. So how do I invite people to both of those? I create the event. I invite people through the event because the event allows you to invite people. And then I reach out to every single person that I sent an invite to, and I tell them why I sent them that invite. I don't just send them an event invite and ignore it. I feel like that gives you a really good opportunity to open the door and say, hey, I just sent you this and you probably don't even know what it means. So here, let me share with you what it means. You truly are planting seeds this November and this December for January. Our hope is with this sale in November and with the upcoming flash sale again, you will be able to keep get people on board. But don't wait until 2 days before the flash sale to invite. Invite every day until then. And tomorrow, don't invite them to join your flash sale. Invite them to join your group, right? And if they kind of say yes, and then they kind of, you don't hear from them a couple days, and then all of a sudden it's, Wednesday or Thursday of next week, fine, invite them to join the flash sale, but don't wait on that. Continue to invite now. We will host the last 30-day Fit Club, which obviously I have a typo there. So, when I was talking about my last 60, I said this is my last virtual Fit Club of the year. But when we start to swing around to that 30-day mark, that is when I will start advertising that again. You guys, I'll start talking about that probably midway through next week. I will start talking about that on the 14th. And I'll first start in the gym membership group. I'll first start with those people. And then I'll invite people and tell them about the Black Friday sale and how that's going to get them entrance into my next 30-day Fit Club. You cannot wait until 3 days before the Fit Club begins to even start inviting people to it, because you're going to miss the boat completely. Again, consistency is just so important, and it's not really about doing more. And so I know looking at this and hearing all that can seem really overwhelming. It's not about doing more. It's not about adding more to your plate. It's actually about being more intentional about what you're doing every day. So continuing to, maybe connect with 3 people a day and invite to 3 people a day. But the intentionality comes from not just slapping a post up on Facebook, but thinking about what's coming up on your calendar and creating a post that links to that. I think it's really important to share your everyday life, but you've got to think about it from a strategic marketing place too. So, you can talk about, what's going on in your life and how it ties into some of our products, or how it ties into Shaun T. He's an amazing motivator. And so I think that really can combine it with a lot of different things. So please don't get discouraged. Continue to push forward this month. Reach out to the team. Like, that's what we're here for. Don't let yourself just, ignore your dreams. Whatever your dreams and your goals are, let's work towards them. But don't let your limiting beliefs and don't let your self-doubts tell you that I can't look at this calendar and take control of it. That I can't be a little bit more intentional. Because you can. Again, I truly don't think it's about doing anything more. It's not about spending more time. It's really just about looking at things differently. So maybe you want to print out this calendar and you want to actually go back and take some notes on it. And then keep it somewhere where you're going to remember it. That's what I have not printed out the calendar in a couple months, but I used to do that. And I would pull it out and I would write on it. Here's where I'm going to create my event. Here's where I'm going to start inviting. And just keep pushing forward. If it's important to you, you will find a way. So on that note, I want to take a couple more minutes. So obviously, so many of you know that we are part of a much larger team called Rock Solid. And I still join Rock Solid team calls. They're Tuesday nights. So if you ever want to join one, I'm pretty good about posting the link in the team page. I did not this last Tuesday, but last week they had a guest speaker on, or a coach that came on, and she was talking. And she was giving some of her Instagram tips. I'm going to take this off screen share, actually. And when I was hearing her talk about Instagram, one of the first things that came to my mind, and I've shared this with a couple of you, and I want to talk about it again, is Facebook is not dead. Okay, so sometimes I feel like back in March, no, not March, sorry, back in March? I guess it was back in March all the way again. Okay, so back in, January, February, I went to New Leader Conference last year, and I heard Instagram. You have to add new people on Instagram. You've got to connect with them. You've got to search hashtags. You've got to search geotags. And then you've got to connect with them. And I was doing it, like, nonstop. And then I got real tired of it. Because I was putting all of my eggs in that basket, and I was ignoring Facebook. I was ignoring my market that I already have because I've got like 1,500 friends on Facebook and I don't have 1,500 customers, right? So I have so many people on Facebook still. And so what I feel like her tips were so great and that I wanted to share with you was that I feel like sometimes we get too stuck on that. I think like Instagram's the buzzword right now. Like that's the social media, that's where everybody thinks you need to go. And so I think when I share this, it's kind of like, I don't want you to get stuck in that mode. I want you to see how it can relate to both. Because just last night, actually, on a team call of our other upline was a top coach, and she is in the Millionaires Club. She's actually made in 7 years $2.5 million in Beachbody, and all that means is like she's done her. She's doing the things and she's helping a lot of people. But she shared on that call that her Instagram is private, that she's got 500 friends on Instagram. So it's not about always going and meeting all these random people, right? Like that's awesome and I enjoy that. But she's focused on the people that already know and love her and the people that she already has connections to. And so I just point that out to say that, like I said, Facebook isn't dead. You don't have to lose your joy by reaching out to all these people on Instagram if that's not providing you fulfillment. Focus on the people you already know. But the one big thing she said on the call the other night that really spoke to me, and she talked about it in her stories and in her posts. You guys, with this calendar, your stories are a really good place to highlight things. So we talk about that all the time, but don't forget about your posts. And this is where you have to brand yourself. And we talk about sharing those 5 things about yourself, but it's more than that. I realized on that call, I very rarely talk about being a school counselor. Very rarely. I talk about being a mom. I talk about being a wife. I talk about being a coach. But I never talk about that other side of me. And that's important. And so, she shared with how every day on her story, she shares her brand, right? And so she posts her workout. You guys, if you're just posting your workout, you're missing the boat. You've got to share more than just that. And what she said is, and this is when an aha moment kind of went off for me, she has branded her own hashtags. So Energize, she's branded a hashtag for. Shakeology, she's branded a hashtag for. For Beach Bars, she's branded a hashtag for. So what does that mean? I used to all the time talk about my no excuse juice in my story. And I would hashtag no excuse juice. And I was like, wait a second. Nobody's searching the hashtag no excuse juice. Nobody knows what that means. And so I stopped. And what she said was, nobody's searching that, but what people are doing is they're recognizing your consistency. So every day you do a hashtag no excuse juice or whatever you call it for your market. Maybe it's like, I don't know, stay at home mom sanity saver. I don't know, like, whatever it is for you, like come up with something and hashtag it every day in your story. And in your post when you talk about it, hashtag it. Not for the purpose that people are going to search that hashtag. And that's where I was getting stuck up on. Like, well, no one's going to search that, so I'm not going to use it. No, it's your brand. That's what people associate it with. And you'll now hear my challengers and my customers call it no excuse juice because that's what I call it. Shakeology. After that call, I started to, except for today, every day, share my Shakeology in my story. And I never did that before because I make it right before I leave for work at 7 o'clock, and I'm typically late, and I'm typically running out the door. I don't have to share it right then and there, but it takes 2 seconds to take a selfie with it. 2 seconds. And then I do it later. Sometimes I do it later. But I use the hashtag so since this call, I was calling it my Fit Mama Shake, right? Nobody's searching the hashtag Fit Mama Shake. But maybe 3 weeks down the road, somebody's going to say, what is this Fit Mama Shake you're drinking? I see you drink it every day. So I'm not creative, you guys. Like, I'm the least creative person, like, ever. But find something that speaks to you. Beach Bars. If this is a snack that you have, share it and point it, meal on the go or whatever, snack on the go. I don't know. I don't have one for that yet. But it was kind of like this aha of it's not necessarily about using a hashtag or a name on something because you think somebody's going to search it. It's more about you and your consistency and your brand. And you guys, I posted in the group the other day about nutrition, or I said, what is your biggest struggle? Every single person that responded posted about nutrition. So as I was thinking about Instagram, I've really been focusing on, and I say Instagram, but I mean Facebook because they have stories too. I've really been focusing on at least sharing every day my Energize, my shake, my workout, something about mom life, something about being, on the go as a busy, I've been tying in right now, it's college application season. And so like, that's my stage of life right now. So I've been trying to share that. But also my meal of the day or a meal of the day. And it dawned on me that when I don't share a meal, it's because I likely didn't have a meal I could share that wasn't on track, that didn't fit our meal plan. And then I read that post of every single person, not just challengers, but coaches, saying they struggle with nutrition. Yep. Like, you guys, back 3 years ago, when I wanted to sit on the couch with a bag of chips like I did last night, I posted in the group and I said something about it. And people cheered me on and said, go paint your nails, brush your teeth. We don't do that anymore. And it's not because we're not doing enough. It's because I think a lot of us have kind of just lost track a little bit of our journey. And I think that shows. Because I know, you guys, I'm not like saying it because I'm up here. I'm saying it because I had a bag of Doritos over the weekend. I've had a bag of cheddar sour cream and onion chips. And I had a tube of cheddar sour cream and onion Pringles in the last week. Like me, not with my family, me, all me. Dan was like, can I have some of those? And I'm like, sorry, they're all gone. Right? So that's why I don't buy them. My husband buys them, and because we had guests in town and he doesn't touch them. So I want to challenge us to really rise up and talk about nutrition. We've got to figure out a way to help our challengers, because our challengers are not seeing results if they're not getting their nutrition on track, and our challengers are not staying consistent in the group. They're not showing up in the group. They're not wanting to turn into coaches. They're not wanting to turn into lifers. You guys, if somebody buys a challenge pack with Shakeology but doesn't follow any sort of meal plan and sees no results, they now think Shakeology doesn't necessarily matter. So they cancel or they postpone. And I kid you not, this was like this aha moment after I saw that post. It wasn't something I've been thinking about because I know I've been struggling. So we've got to figure out a way that we can do more with that. And it starts with us, and it starts with us sharing our struggles in the group. I believe in balance and I believe in grace, but I believe also sometimes we get too complacent with that a little bit. And so I hope you can, I know for me, I'll just tell you this, you guys, I've been exhausted lately, and it's because I'm not feeling my body right. I know it. And now last night I got very little sleep with Eli, but besides that, I'm getting sleep. Like, I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock on a Friday and getting up at 7 o'clock. Like, I'm getting sleep. I'm not feeling my body right. And so I'm going to challenge myself to step up, because I want my challengers to step up too. And I want them to feel every great thing that I told them they would feel. And we have no control over what somebody puts in their mouth, but we've got to do something about it. And so I don't know if really people in our groups, if their love languages, like prizes and that kind of stuff, because people really don't participate in that. But maybe we could do more with food journals. Back when I was my healthiest, and I mean that I feel my body the best, was when I filled out my weekly meal plan. And I know we post about like what we're eating for the next week, but I don't share my meal plan because I don't do one. I write it on my grocery list, and I do my meal plan, but I don't like mark it out or anything. I don't share about the containers on my story because I don't do the containers anymore. But you guys, that's what got me the best results. That's when I felt amazing. And I can tell you what, it doesn't escape me that the reason I have not moved my business forward where I would like it to right now is because I'm not on my own journey. I push play. I do personal development 3 times a week. I drink water. I drink my shake every day. And I believe, but I'm not really going through motions. Like I can't say right now that working out and eating right makes me a more patient and loving wife because I'm not. I'm snapping left and right. I mean, just to be honest, so think about that. Like sometimes I feel like a fraud, and because I'm just not doing what I should be doing. And so I hope I can share that with you to let you know that I think sometimes it's easy to hold people on a pedestal and think that it's easier for other people and everybody else is doing it right. Why can't I too? But I challenge us all to just rise up, like rise up in November, rise up in December, and start January amazing. But it starts with us. And it starts with taking control of your own journey and helping your challengers do the same. But you're not going to help your challengers if you're not doing it. And I know that speaking from legit experience. Like, because I've had moments lately where I felt like I let people down. And I don't want to feel that way. And again, I don't think it's about doing more. I think it's about doing better with what you already have. So on that note, I could go on forever, but I want to go back to Instagram real quick. Think about how you might want to brand yourself. Think about what you can include in your stories. Be very intentional with that. Talk about coaching. Talk about Shanti every day in your stories. Go to the album of transformations and download some of those transformations. Every transformation in Rock Solid has been approved to share, so share it. Talk about 20-minute workouts, talk about your virtual gym. A lot of people have asked me just recently about the virtual gym because I'm sharing that I have popped on there. So just share, do a little bit more, but don't hide in your stories either. You guys know I'm not going to say it. You've got to post once a day. You just have to. And then how many days a week is Turn 20? I believe it's 5 days a week. So we will actually probably have more information after this weekend because I know one of the test group participants is there. Let's really think about ways that we can help our challengers right now. I challenge you, if you have not filled out a meal planner in a while, like if you're doing the containers, the legit 21-day fix like meal plan, the blank one, I think it's in our group right now. If you have not done that in a while, I encourage you to do it. I know I will be doing it, and it's something that I feel like I really need to get back on track of. One of the cool things that we used to do a lot of, just if we're looking for suggestions or ideas, where we would take a picture of each of our meals throughout the day and then create a collage of it and just do one post. So you're not posting throughout the day, but maybe we could start some feeds of that. So that was just something that other people did. And honestly, I'm just open to suggestions. Anything anybody can think about, we have to help them. And I think it starts with us. Oh my gosh, it's 10 after. Anybody have anything else?
I just want to say thank you for that because I feel like I've really been struggling lately, and knowing that you struggle too is helpful.
Every day. You guys, it's not like we shouldn't be embarrassed by it. Because I think sometimes we don't come across as the experts, but I listened to a podcast by Bob Heilig about being careful not to come off as an expert because we're not experts. And so more like, do this with me, come do this with me. And I think sometimes it's really easy to put other people on a pedestal and think they have it so much easier. You guys, I'm currently searching my health insurance to get into a therapist for myself. So don't ever think that somebody else doesn't have these, but like, what can you do to share those experiences with others when you're ready to help other people move forward? And I think we just I know we sometimes say let's do this together, but as a team, we just need to really do it together and find that strength from within to put the tube of Pringles down, because it makes me feel like I'm going to barf every max 20 or max 30 workout. Like, why the heck am I getting up every morning if I, 5:15 and doing max 30 and then eating a bag of Doritos in 2 days? Like,
I threw away 10 cupcakes today so that I wouldn't eat them.
hey, progress.
That was after I ate 7.
It's okay.
I mean, it's over a couple days, but still.
But so I just think we have to think of ways. So if you guys can put I'm going to probably do a post in the next couple days in our team page about how we can support our challengers in nutrition, because I think that's really what we have to do. I think people push play. Sometimes they don't, but we know you can't outrun or you can't outwork a bad diet, bad nutrition. I don't mean diet, but you guys know what I mean. So we have to think about that, because even if somebody's only going to push play 4 days a week, if they're on track with their nutrition, they're going to see results. But if they push play 6 days a week and they're not on track with their nutrition, they're not going to see results, or not the results that we've expected. And then again, Shakeology is a big old scam. And really it was what else they were putting in their mouth. Okay, quickly, and then we'll go. Amanda, I want to, so from here on out, we're going to do a 5-minute take on Summit. Kind of sharing, and we'll have different coaches who've already talked or who have already attended Summit share their experiences and whatever kind of has hit them. And so our first ever Summit spotlight, guys, just I'm in my basement, I'm gonna lay on the floor, is Amanda.
Okay, how long do I have? 3
5
minutes? 5 minutes? Okay, so guys, I've been to 2 summits. We'll be at 3 come next year because can't miss it. Honestly, after the first year, I was so blown away at everything. I was so overwhelmed with all of the information that I got that I was really thinking, how is it possibly going to get any better than this next year? Like, why should I even bother going back next year? Because I got so much out of it this year. What else can they possibly give me? And then I went this year and was just blown away again. It was beyond amazing. Once again, I couldn't have asked for anything better. They really just, I don't know what it is, and maybe it's just that you interpret things certain ways, but I always feel like they just know what I need to hear, which so probably everybody feels that way, but that, maybe it's just that I interpret it this way when really they meant it this way, but whatever, I feel like they just speak to you when you're at Summit. It really is just the best thing. We get surrounded by, the top coaches of our business. We get surrounded by each other, which is huge. Going from never meeting somebody in real life to sharing a bed with them, Miss Kelly Sabak, and snuggling up with her the first Summit, I was like, I've never met this girl, but I'm going to sleep with her. And it just truly is like one of the best experiences of my life. Like, you will literally be on a high for weeks afterwards. I feel like I'm getting back on one now that I'm talking about it. It's been months. So really, I just encourage you all to go. It is terrifying, your first one. Really your second one. My second one was still scary. You're going to be terrified. You're going to say, well, this is what I was saying. I am not anybody special. I'm not some great coach. Like, do I really deserve to be there? And the answer is yes, you do, because it is really for everyone. It's not just for top coaches. It's not just for anything. Like, you need to be there. I'm trying to think what else I was going to say. I don't remember. I should have wrote it down.
No, that's great. So if you haven't bought your ticket yet,
Buy it.
Jump on board. You guys, we figure out rooms, we figure out rides. There's a big crew that always comes from the Olean area. There's a crew that'll come from Buffalo. Obviously out your way, Kelly. But we come from all over. So if you're worried about that, don't be worried about rooms. It all comes down to it. Amanda, maybe because you've been there and have a little bit more experience, we can talk about this, but you guys, rooms are being canceled every day. And so the way I found my room the first Summit is I would go on every day and I would just type in the Coach Summit. And I would just check a reservation and just see if there was one there. But what we can do is we can see how many people are going, and then we room together. So you're not on your own. Everybody figures it out. It all works out.
We share beds
We do.
with people we've never met. And we love every minute of it. Maybe Kelly didn't, but I did.
All right, team. Thank you so much. I will post the sneak peek in Rise Up Empire, so just go ahead and click to join. I probably won't post it until tomorrow, but invite to that, you guys. Don't miss the opportunity to share that with people and to get some people in there. I will say that I believe you will see us in mermaid costumes on Saturday from the sneak peek. There's a lot of things that are planned, and we will look forward to bringing that all back to you to share. But continue to set some goals for yourself this month, and don't sit on them. Don't be like me and be months down the road wondering why I didn't move forward, and it's because I got in my own way. All right, team. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Bye.